All right, I come your way again. Divine Suzy is my name. This is a financial episode of the Truth Market. We are here to let you know that Christianity is not just being spiritual, but also you have to balance the equation. As a Christian, we want you to understand that everything in the world, the Bible says the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. So he has given it unto us. And as a Christian, you are meant to enjoy everything. So here we'll be talking about finances, we're talking about business and every other thing that covers your life, just to make you live a comfortable, Christian life. Not just being a poor Christian, but enjoying God as a rich man, as a child of God, and every aspect. So please enjoy as you stay tuned. Thank you. And here with me is the servant D. Fanacho. So you're highly welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. And I welcome Brother Cheduzi also to the segment. You're highly welcome.
Thank you very much, and you're welcome.
All right. So, like I rightly said, we're going to be talking business, everything about finances. A lot of people over time, they have the capital, they have idea of the business they want to do. The business could be very lucrative based on their experience or, having witnessed others do it. But I want to throw a question here, and that is what we are going to be dwelling on. Why people fail in business. So, sir, we really want you to help us out here. We want to understand the reason why people fail most of the times in business, not minding the financial capacity and the lucrative nature of the business.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is interesting. It's good we come to dwell upon finances because, as we used to say, Jesus Christ is everything.
Exactly.
And nothing was created on earth that was created without Him. So it is religious to narrow God only in speaking in tongues and evangelism in poverties and jumping around in the pulpit. We came to make sure that God touched all aspects of human life. Marriage, financial. The book of 3 John says, I wish you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. So growth is different from expansion. Growth is picking one area of life, which the Christians have been doing. One area of life. I'm a holy man. I'm a righteous person. Your marriage is scattered. Your finances, you're poor. And you're preaching Jesus. You have fear of going to village and you're preaching about Jesus. So it doesn't go. That is a growth. You can pick one aspect. A pastor can pick one aspect of life.
Yes.
And begin to talk about finances. Forget about righteousness, holiness, purity, peace, and all other things.
Exactly.
One will come about and pick about righteousness, right? Forget about finances and all that. One will come and pick about miracle and forget about the procedures, attitudinal lifestyle and all that.
Yes.
So, but what we really want to strike is a balance. The balance we want to strike is that you must have everything as a Christian, which is expansion. Growth is when you pick one aspect of your life and you are doing well in it, and every other aspect is messed up.
Yes.
But expansion in a secular form is when you pick one thing, you master all and major in one. You are comfortable in everything, every other things of life, especially spiritual and emotional things of life. Then you take one which you are a master in it. That becomes your ministry, whether you're a business person or not. So finances belong to us. But because it has been mispreached and taught based on this growth and expansion, then people who say they are not interested in money, money is the root of all evil, they become poor. Those who says, okay, Jesus become poor so that we become rich, because they get wealth, become criminals and prostitutes, yet their life is messed up, yet they have money. So we want to strike a balance. How can you righteously become a successful person? So back to your question of what makes people fail in business, irrespective of their finances, capacity. One thing is very clear.
Okay.
The first thing you could do to succeed in anything you're doing is to understand what you are looking for.
Okay.
If you are going to a place and you don't have the address, you have a confusion.
Exactly.
Okay, a businessman wants to do business and become rich and successful. Fine. What is the money? What is the meaning of money?
Okay.
And why are you looking for money? That will be primary thing, because you want to travel to where money is. That's why you are entering the road of business.
Business, that's true.
Is that okay?
Exactly.
So you have to get address of that place you are going, money you are going to. Now, the first question now is, what is the definition of money?
Okay.
Now, the secular world before the coming of the New Jerusalem say that money is an exchange of value.
Okay.
Now, we are now coming and saying, no, money is not an exchange of value. Value is an exchange of money.
Wow.
Which stands to say that a person must have value first.
Okay.
And value comprises truth, sincerity, training, skill, patience, and all that.
Yes.
Which need to be learned before going into business.
Wow.
Okay. Not just getting money, you have money and not done anything.
Are you there? Right. Which have to be learned.
Okay.
I say this someday. Immediately you lose definition of what you are looking for. You must you can never get that thing which you're looking for.
Okay.
Just as I said initially. So if people believe that money is an exchange of value,
yes,
which means money has to come first before you generate value.
Exactly.
If you tell somebody, why are you a prostitute? He say, because I don't have mother, I don't have father. But instead of saying that your mother did not train you in school, you don't have father, you don't have mother, say, I don't have value.
Okay,
so my value is my private part.
Jesus Christ.
You understand? I don't have value. So I have to use the thing I have, which is my body, to make money.
I think that's the right
yes, because you have not acquired any skill.
Don't say you don't have money. Because money.
Oh God.
You understand? Just simply say, sir, I don't have value. So this is the value I have, my body.
That can generate money.
That I can generate money.
Wow.
Is that? Yes. So if people know, I'm talking out of experience.
That's true.
Nobody trained me from primary 4 to university.
Wow.
Because I was interested in solving a problem, in generating value first before looking for money. So immediately you start solving problems, money begins to come.
Exactly.
Are you there? So value has to come first before money, but people are looking for money before value, which is still a misinterpretation of what Jesus said. Seek you first the kingdom of God, Matthew 6:33. And every other thing shall be added unto you. So the first thing you have to look for is value. And what controls value is truth. And truth comprises sincerity, training, patience, then you continue adding your value. When you finish adding your value, money begins to come. So those that stands to do business are just rushing into business because they are looking for money. Without sitting back to understand what money is, where money is, how to get money, the principles of making money, and generating value. Just as I used to say, misinterpretations.
Yes.
Everybody hides in an unexplained truth. Then if somebody now come and tell you, I said it in our last edition, put a car in a bag and put a bag in a car. We say the right word is put a bag in a car, not put a car in a bag. So immediately somebody here, we go to Abuja, we make money. We go to London, we make money. We go to Italy, we make money. We go to London, we make money. Bam! The person will steal anything to go to London, to go and make money. Then when he goes there with emptiness, if he's a girl, the next thing is to enter into prostitution. Because he's not going in there with any value.
No virtue.
There is no virtue, there is nothing. So when he goes there, he starts prostitution, because that's the only thing available.
Right.
So if you now ask him, what are you doing? He say, my mother is living outside in the village.
Yeah.
So I have to make money for them. But if you have value, that your value will attract money. Right there in the village. Exactly. God is everywhere.
God is everywhere.
Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
So if you have value, people will look for you in the village. For you. Where you are staying, right there in the village, and pick you. Because of the service. And where do you generate value? Immediately you have truth. You get connected to God. So, why people fail in business, you said even irrespective of their financial capacity.
Exactly.
Now, if you have money, maybe you inherited it from your father. Maybe somebody gave the money to you. Maybe you sold your father's property or land and get money. Why will you fail in business, and why mustn't you fail in business? The reason why you must fail is that it's supposed to be experience that will generate that money you claim to have. Not that just money just come. So it is through your experience, money you generate through your experience, that is the money you control.
Okay.
That you have money is not an excuse for a business person to succeed. It's not a reason for a business person to succeed.
Okay. Okay.
That you succeed in business depends on the amount of experiences you have had in that business.
Wow.
So I will say it in the church. Don't receive any money you didn't work for. Forget about religious madness by the grace of God. Are you listening to me?
Exactly.
Yes. For you to receive anything that you didn't merit for is a destruction.
Wow.
So money should not come first. So you have a businessman, have people who go into betting, gambling and all that. You just have money, you think you'll succeed with the business. We just give you 5 years maximum. You go down. You are here in the city and you're doing business and business is not working. You go to village and sell your father's land and bring it there, it must still go down. You have to check what first made you poor. And now, which made you poor is that you don't know what you're supposed to know. So that is what the first laws of truth is saying. The first laws of truth say, don't use any truth you do not know and understand. Because if you use truth you didn't know and understand, truth is respecter of no person.
Exactly.
It will cut you into pieces. No matter the amount of money you have, no matter the position you are. And the mystery in success is that there is no way you know and understand business. Anything you know and understand, you are equal to that.
Okay.
Success is assured. Because you have gotten the science of that thing which you are doing.
Yes.
So what a businessman needs to be successful is not money.
Okay.
What a businessman needs to be successful is experience, is truth, and that truth is God. So when you have that experience, know and understand the business, any business that is not illegal,
okay,
you can become successful through it.
Okay.
And become a millionaire and a rich person.
Okay.
So it demands, situation demands that everything, before you go into any business,
okay,
you go and learn the principles that governs that thing.
Yes.
And patiently pass through training and experiences to generate a spirit that will give you managerial skill and ability in that business.
Wow.
That you continue moving forward ever, backward never. But if you go into a business because you want to go into a business, or you heard somebody succeeding in a particular business, then, or because you have money, or because you sold land, or because of anything, without experience, which is the virtue, the value, the skill, the training, the knowledge, the understanding, the God in that business. If you don't find the key, you must collapse on a very good day.
And probably that is why the people in the East from the East, they go into apprenticeship.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
I think that is the reason why they want to go and learn the business before they.
And yes, and they spend years.
Years, like some spend 6, 7, 8 years.
Yes.
To learn the business.
Okay. Now.
And yes, and to such people, most of the times we notice they don't really feel.
Okay.
But I see that there are persons that just, okay, I had millions, I had a contract, okay, let me open a business as a part of another source of income. And all of a sudden, within 6 months, everything is going down.
Okay.
So this could be the aspect. So these principles we are talking about now, like what are the principles, likely principles one can figure out when it comes to knowing a business?
Knowing a business?
Yes.
Okay.
Principles and all of that.
Okay. Now, when you really want to start a business, even those apprentices, sometimes they fail.
Yes.
Irrespective of their experiences. The reason is because they don't know, carry spirit along.
Okay.
And that spirit is truth.
Okay.
A person can finish apprentice for like
6, 7 years.
6, 7 years. Yet, he's still into alcoholism.
Okay.
He's still womanizing.
Wow.
He's still smoking. Are you there?
Exactly.
Okay. He still have not known that the business he is going to do is an entity.
Okay.
Different from expenses in the village.
Okay.
Different from sending money for burial. Different from going for wedding. Parties.
Okay.
He has not known that. So that's the reason when at that apprentice you are talking about, when they finish apprentice, when you were in your Oga's house, you were using your master's money to do those things.
Yeah.
Then when you establish, because the spirit has already entered you, you continue thinking that you are going to succeed. At the end of the day, you must fail. Why? Because sincerity, integrity, and the core value is not there. Spirit of God is not there. That's why we talked about what we have 4 types of settlement. Okay. If I may ask you what is a settlement or settling down, what do you think will be the answer? Getting married.
And that is most of our
assertions. Okay, all right. But when you come in the reality of heaven on earth, we say that there are 4 types of settlement.
Okay.
The first form of a settlement, 1, is to find truth. Jesus said, know the truth and truth shall set you free. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Nobody succeeds in life without having truth.
Wow.
Seek you first the kingdom of truth, and every other thing shall be added unto you. So the first thing a person should do to settle down and become calm in whatever he does, and do it with assurance and conviction that he can never fail. Just like us, who said poverty is an illusion. It can never be impossible. It is impossible in the life of any New Jerusalemite.
Yes.
Are you there?
Exactly.
Because there is a formula and a principle to get to it. So the first settle down is find the truth.
Okay.
Which find a God to worship.
Okay.
In the terms of truth, not in a religious way of sleeping in the church because you want to make money. So when I'm talking about find God to worship, is find a principle to observe and obey, and worship the principle if possible, because that truth is God. When you find a principle to obey, the second way of settling down is find a business or a work or a career that will be giving you income. Now the second form of settlement, the third one, have accommodation.
Okay.
The fourth one, before you start going into marriage.
Okay.
But that's not where I'm going to. The one thing I really want to talk on is getting the truth. Because it's the truth that controls all aspects of your life and make it balanced. And when you come into business, to succeed in business, there are 3, 4 things that make somebody a successful businessman.
Okay.
1 is income.
Okay.
2 is our savings.
Okay.
3rd is expenditure. 4th, after expenditure, it is investment. So a businessman must master these 3 things. Okay. 4 things, basic things, should he want to be unshakably rich.
Okay.
When you are doing a particular business, give it all the best and make sure you generate that value, which will give you income.
Yes.
When income is coming, maintain it through sincerity and self-discipline.
Okay.
Then, whatever money you are getting, learn how to save.
Okay.
Why must you save? So that you become sustainable rich. If you are getting 10,000 naira a day and you are spending 8,000 naira, you are a poor man.
Wow.
Why are you a poor person? You're supposed to at least save half of what you get as a profit.
Okay.
And know that you are not the owner of that business.
Yes.
You are partnering with a spirit. You are partnering with a principle. You are partnering with God. You are partnering with the shop. You are partnering with the nature and the spirit of that business. So don't use 1 naira that is not a need.
Yes.
Or that will not help in growing of the business. Like going for burial and all that. No, everything should be centered on growing that. That's where service comes in. So when a businessman begins to save up to 50% of his profits,
yes,
he's good to go.
Okay.
He's good to go. We have done it arithmetically that if you want to be a millionaire in 1 year, within 1 year, save 2,777 naira every day.
Wow.
Multiply by 365 days.
Wow.
You have 1.something million naira in a year. So what is in being a successful business?
Wow.
Nothing. For a period of 5 years, you have how much? Have almost 5 million.
6 point something
yes,
million.
or 5 million.
Or 5 million.
Now tell me any business you are entering into as a business person with 5 million naira. I think you will excel.
Of course.
And do well there.
Yes.
You see how we conquer that poverty? So people don't have the habit of savings. As money is coming, they are blowing it. As money is coming, they are blowing it. If you tell the person, say he's living large.
Yeah.
When a heavy responsibility like shop rent, you know, or business opportunity pops up,
yes,
the person cannot meet it because he has eaten his cake and you can't eat your cake and have it. So this principle you ask of is what I'm explaining to you.
Okay.
That the first thing is to have income.
Okay.
And the
which
second,
is the capital,
which
right?
is no income, source of income.
Okay. Okay.
A business which you're doing.
Okay.
That is bringing customers to you, and you are making exchange and making money.
Okay.
The second one is that when that income is coming, the next thing is saving the profit and income for the raining day.
Okay.
Are you listening to me? Then when you are done with savings, you step into expenditure.
Okay.
In fact, 2 of them go concurrently. You go into expenditure. Make sure that your expenditure is not overweighing your income.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Make sure. It's an underlying principle.
Okay.
Why? Because immediately your expenditure become more than your income. You are gone. You start running inside the circle.
Okay.
I want to come in a little bit as servant because you talked about how to establish something that money will be coming.
Yeah.
What if someone has finished learning a skill?
Okay.
And he doesn't actually have
money.
Okay. How will he begin such business?
Okay. Now, that's what I'm saying. People have been limited in the knowledge of truth. We say that there is what we call invisible capital.
Okay.
Are you there? Yes. Now, if somebody has sincerity in whatsoever he chooses to do in life, he has 50% invisible capital. You don't have it in your pocket, but it's in you for being sincere and truthful. 2, that's 50% invisible capital.
Exactly.
Then if you know that thing which you're doing perfectly well, we call it 30% invisible capital.
Okay.
50 plus 30 is what?
80.
80% invisible capital. Wow. This invisible capital you have will attract someone who will give you paper money.
Okay.
20% to make it 100%.
Wow.
Then you start operating. Then when somebody is giving you money, that's what we are saying, we devalue money in the embassy of the New Jerusalem. We don't call money anything. There is nothing in making money, for crying out loud, because that is 20% of what you need in life.
Yes.
So if you have gotten 80% through your sincerity and knowing what you are doing properly well, then everybody, so many people that are looking for where to invest, but they don't see whom to invest on. Are too many.
That is true.
Looking for a sincere person.
A sincere person to deposit. Then now you now say, okay, I'm done. Now when you are going to people who are bringing 20% to you, which is money, capital, are you there? Yes. Then you, based still on your sincerity, you will not cheat that person. Now, bank gives like 12% return on investment per year.
Yes.
And somebody is telling you, okay, give me your business. We will make money and share it 50-50. Are you there?
Exactly.
Okay, so if it is being shared 50-50, so that is how much? 50% return on investment.
Exactly.
Very big.
Per year. So who wouldn't like to invest there?
Exactly.
If you know that your investment is secure. Then people that you are now competing with the bank. Because people who dump their money in bank will be looking for you. Because you are now a portal with 80% worth of money. And people will invest. So money is easy to generate. But what is lacked is that people have not been taught the importance of value. The importance of sincerity and the importance of skilled, being trained in whatever you're doing. But if somebody find out that you are not reliable, you are not trustworthy, why would the person invest on you? Exactly. He can go and fix it in bank, even if it is 2%, it is safer there because it is not safe in your hand. So that is how the issue of money. Yeah, you saw when our beginning, we started in Bacha, plywood.
Exactly.
2012. Today, we are made. Why? We are sincere and we are skilled in grooming people spiritually, materially, economically, or whatever. You see? So now, whatever the people are giving to us is not giving to us because we have money.
Exactly.
Like tithe and offering and donation that we receive. People are giving to us because they know that we are very good investor and money can stay in our hand. Yes. And whatever money comes to do in our hand is what we say is going to do. So money is nothing and it is so easy to make. So that takes us to the fourth principle. Okay. Which is investment.
Investment, exactly.
Are you there?
Exactly.
Yeah, how to invest. No matter the amount of money you have or have saved, or you are getting, and you don't have proper investment, you can lose in 2 days or 1 day, or even a click of a button, like you did the transfer. You can lose the money you worked for 10 years in 1 day.
It's true.
Now, what is now proper investment?
Now, the proper investment is investing with truth.
Okay.
Are you listening to me? Investing in truth, in training, and investing back into the business you know and understand according to the first laws of truth. Because what many people are getting crazy of is that you are a mechanic. You saved money from your mechanic work. Instead of thinking of how to save the parts, motor parts, which you know nobody can cheat you in that business.
Exactly.
Are you there? Some person will come and tell you, hey, if you bring 2 million naira in MMM. Are you there? 2 million naira in MMM will give you 3 billion naira in 1 month. You leave your mechanic, which is your own niche you have carved for your life. You go and support another person's program.
Imagine.
Tomorrow you say he crashed.
You know, I have seen some people, just like as you were explaining, that kept on telling there's no business we don't do.
Yes.
I can do this, I can do this.
Yes. So people like that who are all weathered, thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
They will do this one, they will do. Can they really become successful business?
They cannot be a successful business people, especially at the beginning.
Okay.
You have to grow a particular business before you diversify.
Okay.
And in your process of diversification, you make sure that you create a community and a complex within what you are dealing with. So a mechanic who saved money and starts selling parts is diversification.
Okay.
Yes, diversification. Yes. A person who is selling parts and doing mechanic and the money grow again, he starts selling cars.
Okay.
It's diversing.
It's diversing.
Still in the automobile.
Exactly.
From that selling cars, money comes. You start selling tires. It's diversification.
Okay, wow.
You start growing, and have too much money and go into oil and gas. It's diversification. Go into manufacturing lubricant. It's diversification.
Powerful.
Are you listening to me? You start climbing till you become an international person. Then history could be traced based on the mechanic, the little where you started. Then that becomes your church, that becomes your ministry.
Yeah.
Because all other people whom you are raising from that angle, they are your followers. You are benefiting them. You are using them to serve life.
Okay.
They feed their family through you, still in the same principle of that sincerity, and God is gotten involved there.
Wow.
Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
So investment should be done in plowing back onto that which you are trained for. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then you continue expanding. Not that you are selling provision. Somebody comes and says there is a pharmaceutical investment.
Exactly.
Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Pharmaceutical investment. What in concern you with the pharmacist? Are you a doctor? Whatever they want to do in that, they have created their own platform, their own website. Mind this provision till you become a producer in it. Which is as easy as, okay, in my own case study, after my graduation, in university, I chose to drive Okada.
Wow.
On choice.
Wow.
Now, I didn't say, okay, let me go and start looking for a job. That's not my business. I want to follow one thing and get it.
Right.
Okay, right. So I know that if I say, okay, somebody should employ me, nobody is even going to employ me. So
how did you do that?
It is good I respect myself and carve out and start from something like a modern.
Okay.
Now from that Okada, that was 2006. After my service in Bauchi, I started driving that Okada. Now when I was driving Okada, I didn't diversify. I didn't buy Okada and give people to drive for me because you know why? No. I know that the money it takes to buy Okada is too simple to get. Yes. So you can't be Oga in a trivial thing.
Okay.
Wow.
So I started saving. Within 1 year, I saved 330,000.
Wow.
Then that 330,000 naira, before October 1st, 2006, they purchased Okada in Abuja, in central area in Abuja. And I have saved 330,000. Then I used it and bought Keke Napep.
You see?
You understand? Still under transport.
Yes.
You understand?
Same line.
Yes. Because my target was I will be a multi-millionaire as a transporter to make money before I receive this calling. Wow. Are you listening to me? Exactly. Now, what enabled me not to be frustrated or fail in that business was because of savings. If I have not been saving in Okada, when they pursue Okada in Abuja, that they don't want to see Okada again, what do you think would have been my state?
Maybe go back to the village by then.
Frustration.
Frustration.
Are you there?
Yes.
Then I'll start looking for amnesty because I'm going to attack people. You see? But that principle of savings helped me to migrate from that Okada to tricycle. Then when I get to, guess what? Before 8 months, because by then there was customers, within 8 months, I had 6 pieces of keke napep.
Wow.
Within a year and 8 months, I have 12 pieces, a dozen of keke napep.
Wow.
Still in the same line.
Still the same line. Now, I was selling damper rubber. I buy from Lagos.
Okay.
I was selling this, I was selling that, still in that. You know? So, this is how to diversify. Then, that made me the richest keke napep operator in the whole of Abuja FCT. Imagine that within a space of a year and 8 months.
This is amazing.
Are you there? And I was not scared.
How?
Why? Because the way I was treating my drivers was awesome. You see somebody who have his own tricycle, he will park it and say, I want to join Arazu. That's the name of my company, Aranazu.
Arazu.
Yes, Arazu.
This is awesome.
Are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to join Arazu. So by then, my drivers, the way we were running in the company, it was so interesting, so family-like. Everybody was enjoying the service. You can never see my keke napep on the way dropped. So when they now come and begin to attack a motor, the one that has motor engine, because they want to bring in this, they went to VIO and VIO begin to tell stories. Then I started selling cars.
Cars?
Yes, in UTC, ABS Motors, opposite there.
Yeah.
I entered into selling cars. You see what I'm saying? Climbing on the things
on
I
the
know.
same lane.
Then it was when I was into the car that they came and said, we want you to become a man of God and go and teach people what you know. You understand?
Yes.
What made you to be who you are today, and this is it.
Wow.
So savings, investment, you shouldn't digress.
Yes, that word digression.
Digression.
Very
yes,
key.
you shouldn't digress.
Very key.
Because you have to master something. Then a person who is asking you to invest has mastered it. Now, when you go and invest there, you can't control that circumstance. The circumstance will control you because you don't know anything. I saved so many lives, not even money, through this principle of knowing these 4 basic things.
Yes.
Mama Ejima has a case study, a woman selling Oba, because what we do here is that, come with nothing, we'll make you rich.
Wow.
Within 2 years, maximum, you become a millionaire. Without anything. God is too powerful.
It's powerful.
But religion has abused it.
Powerful.
There is nothing. Money shouldn't be a problem of a Christian. But religion has abused it. They don't want to seek the kingdom of God, which is truth. So Majima came here without anything. Now, she started with 1,500 naira. Like me now, I started with a machine I took from somebody. I was giving the person, Romanus, my email. I was giving him 300 naira every day.
Wow.
2006.
That is it.
Then within 3 months, I bought my own. Delong was the first machine I drove. I bought it 50,000 naira. Are you there?
Wow.
Okay, now let's go to this woman I saved her money and her life, most importantly. So she now started business with Okpa. We started coaching her. When she was doing Okpa business, selling, hawking Okpa,
Yes.
and making some money, he entered into this daily contribution they call Adashi or Susu.
Yes.
So she was making money, money was coming. Like if you get 2 modules, he can get 1,000 or 2,000. She started. Then when it was her turn to collect the money, I think the first money she collected was like 200,000.
Wow.
The second one was like something like 400,000 naira. She now came to me and told me that she wants, the mother does not have, because Igala people, she's from Igala.
Okay.
Igala people, I think a woman has the right to build a house for the mother from the husband's side. Am I right? You don't know, okay? You didn't grow up in the village. You're a city guy. So now she told me that, okay, she wants to go and build a house for the mother. I say no. It wasn't a house that gave you this money.
Yes.
And if you go now and build a house, you build it for the next 7 years. And you can never finish it. Yeah. By then, you now come back again and say, pray for me, witches and wizards. It's too much in Igala land.
Oh, yes.
Yes, let us avoid this witch now, not never even to come.
To surface.
Yes. You know, don't waste time praying and fasting. Let's manage this money. I say, so long as you are selling bamboo and not being up, right? Okay, what you are going to do is do storage.
Okay.
In Okpa business.
Wow.
Then when you store Okpa, at the point when they are selling it, when it comes to the point of, in the time of harvest, you store it. In the time of selling it, you sell it. But if it doesn't sell that year,
yes,
you can cook it. You can never be at loss.
Yes.
Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
She did at that. Within 6 months, the money shooted to 800,000 naira. I was there in the office. She came and told me, Daddy, look at you. I went to market. So I've never touched this kind of huge money. I said, no problem. He said, but this house now, I said, no. It's okay. She wants to use 40,000 naira to buy foam for the mother. I said, okay, take 100,000 naira out of it and do whatever you want to do. Yes. Bring this 700, let's put it back.
Wow.
She was selling Okpa, she was doing the storage, and money was coming in 2 ways. Now, eventually, then the money turned up to 1-point-something million.
Imagine, from Okpa business?
Yes, from Okpa business. Do you understand? Turned up to 1-point-something million. Now, she came to me in the office and told me that this money, he has money more than she can control. Hey. Imagine a poor woman.
And someone see her on the street, carrying Okpa, commonize her.
Yeah.
Say, come on, Okpa.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now, this is the application now of those 4 principles I'm telling you about, the practicality of it. It doesn't need prayer, it doesn't need fasting.
Wow.
You know? So now you say, money I have is more than this. There is one of my friends who told me about pharmaceutical something investment. That if I invest 500,000 naira, they will be paying me 100,000 naira every month. Within 5 months, I would be able to cover the money I invested. My own is just to sit down and money will be coming. That's right. Now I told her, Mejima, this thing you want to do, are you there? Was it the one that gave you the money? The answer is no. Okay. Now, this thing you're doing, do you know the principle governing it? The answer is no. Now, these people have developed their own system, and they want you to invest. Why can't you develop your own so that anybody who wants to store any storage or Okpa will come and give you money? Then when you sell, you give the person percentage. Mind your business. After much explanation, I say, but if you want to try this thing I'm telling you, take 100,000 naira and invest and watch what happens. He said, no, Daddy, I know, I believe your word. I don't want to go into it again. Let me go back to my tent. Yes. He went back to her tent, area of specialization. See? Guess what? I was still there in 3 days or 1 month afterwards. 1 month to 3 months afterward. She came to my office again. And was saying, Daddy, thank you.
You see?
Thank you. I said, what is that? He said, my partner who suggested to me that pharmaceutical investment was hospitalized in Asokoro Hospital.
You see?
She invested 1.2 million.
Oh my goodness.
And the investment, the people folded and they couldn't trace them again. And the woman collapsed.
But that's greediness.
Okay.
How do I put it? Is it not greediness that you have 1-point-something million? I want to go and give you where you can be earning 100,000 every month. For me, is it a wise decision?
Is wise. Which one is wise? Any failure, there is no wisdom in any failure. So whether it is this or not, greed or not, there is no wisdom in any failure.
That somebody will not go and be investing in what you don't know.
Yes.
And what you actually said concerning the first law of truth.
Yeah.
Know any business and understand it before you go into it.
Okay.
Than going to do business you don't know.
Yes.
So that is where the failure
came in. And that's what people must understand. Okay. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is it. If I had allowed the woman, something would have happened. Okay, let us talk about the regime of MMM. Regime of MM. The regime of MM, Ekene Harrison, whom you know, came and told me that he has been praying to God and he found a friend who make money. He doesn't work. Through MM, he's just making money. He called me, Daddy, are you in the office? I said, I'm in the office. He landed. And we sat down and we were talking. I said, okay. I still repeated the question I asked him, as I did to Mama Ejima. I said, don't do any business you don't know. The first laws of truth say, don't use truth until you know and understand it. Don't go into any business you are not grounded for. Otherwise, other people will use you to shine.
Exactly.
He listened to me. He didn't take it with grain of salt. He left. 2 months close to December or something like that, he wanted to invest 2-point-something million or 1.4 million naira. The business crashed. MM crashed.
Wow.
He came and said, Daddy, this. I say, you see? So if I had understand, I say, okay, yes, go. You know, what will I be targeting? The percentage, tithe.
Exactly.
Yes, tithe. I will even ask him to come and tithe before he invests.
At least cut your share first.
Yes, and when it crash, I'll go to mountain. Begin to curse those people in the name of Jesus.
Except if you don't, I'm not a man of God.
Thank you.
that is always the way.
You know, yes. So these are madness that are going on in the society. People need to. We are writing a book we call Book of Wealth.
Okay.
That will just come out as the laws of truth. When it come out, and in the embassy of the New Jerusalem, even if a master finished training the children, or before you could bring somebody to run an apprentice under you, you have to bring the person for 2 months program in our business and financial class.
Okay.
2 months program. The person will go and become a multi-millionaire in a twinkle of an eye.
Wow.
Or after you finish your apprentice, you come here before you start your own business. We have you on 2 months program. Teach you everything you need to know. You find out that it is not possible a person can be poor. Poverty is poverty of the heart that brings poverty of the cash.
Exactly.
Yes. Jeremiah chapter 5 verse 4. Yeah. He said they are foolish because they don't know the will of God. They don't inquire of the Lord. And Jesus said in the book of Matthew 20:27, let the greatest among you become your servants. So immediately you learn how to serve and solve problems, money begins to run after you. So this is how the money was saved from the hand of Ekene, because he has truth and he has someone who guides him to truth. He has a roadmap to know that, yes, there is different from getting money and investing it. So happened to Good Child, Ifeanyi, his own was crypto. The cousin he loved much, called him and said, what are you doing? You are just wasting your time. Come. This is Ifeanyi that had nothing. 10,000 naira he started with us. It didn't take 1 year. We made him a millionaire. He bought a car and all that. Now the uncle called him that you can invest 1.8 million naira and just a smooth ride. Ifeanyi called me I say, I still use the same formula and the same principle.
Exactly.
Dare not. You are in timber shade. Mind your timber business. If you are looking for investment, call your uncle to bring money so that you go to Igala and cut woods. More woods.
More woods.
And increase the number of trailers.
Yes.
When after selling, you give the person percentage. He should not give you with cryptocurrency. They should go. Now, within 5 months, the uncle's crypto crashed.
Ah.
And they were looking for him. He sold his house, her house, to redeem the debt in GRA Enugu.
Wow.
In GRA Enugu. You get the point? So these are the things which the truth market has come to give the world, where somebody will be living a perfect and
life.
uninterrupted life, physically, spiritually. Jesus said, be you wise as serpents and as innocent as a dove. You can't be a Christian and become a poor person. You can't be a Christian and become intimidated by people who claim they are rich. You can't be a Christian and become intimidated by your general overseer, sucking you dry without teaching you the principles of how to make money. Are you listening to me? Yes, we say it in the embassy. Anything you didn't learn from us, don't give it to us. Anything you didn't receive from our God, we don't need it from you. Are you listening to me? So training, you have to do with savings, income, savings, expenditure, and investments. Mastering all these things will make you. Tell me any person in the embassy who is poor. We don't have a poor youth here.
I don't think
that's number one. Nobody can tell you, please, I'm so rich, give me 500 naira, let me transport myself. The lie they tell in religion.
That's never happened.
Nobody comes here and begins to pray, God settle me. Why will God settle you? God wants to teach you his principle so that he use the money he gives you and the principle, which is him himself, to get money and use it to serve life and save other people.
That's a powerful one.
That's awesome.
You have two key basic things.
Okay.
You have made me to understand.
Okay.
Is that these people that talk about diversification.
Okay.
I should learn their lessons.
Honestly.
Anything you want to do.
Yes.
Do it in that line of business. You
Exactly.
Understand, yes.
Exactly.
Now, another one is, you don't say, I cannot start business. I don't have money.
Okay.
Value is so important.
Yes.
When you have acquired that value, you didn't study mathematics? Because the accuracy and the mathematical analysis makes it so clear for the viewers.
Okay.
Yes.
If you go and get a skill and be sincere in what you're doing,
yes,
you see that people want to partner with you.
Let money not be your focus.
Yes.
The major intention is to serve humanity.
Yes.
Now, too, you also talked about the relationship between value and money.
Yes.
Now, which means that you give value and money a redefinition.
Okay.
That you must get value before money.
Before money. Yes.
You know, in the contemporary world, before we met you, well, we believe that money first before you get other things.
Yes.
So now we have understood, and the viewers have understood that value is so important for money to come.
Exactly.
So these key things you have mentioned will give everybody that is coming to the market to know.
And don't forget that we explain the components of value.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yes.
The first generating force is truth. Then truth will give you value. And that value, the component of value is sincerity and skill. Training.
Yes.
Sincerity. Give your time on something to know and understand it so that you don't abuse the first laws of the truth, which says before you use any truth or do any business, know and understand it. Because if you go into it without knowledge and understanding, it would scatter you. Just like what I told you, you pointed out, there are people who have billions. Just like this truth market, just like the laws of truth. Watch what is happening in the laws of truth. People will come and say, yes, so this thing can change my community. You see them packing it, going to share in the communities. Now, this truth market now, when people see that we are not looking for money, people will invest billions to make sure that the truth market continue progressing. Because there are people who have money, but they don't see a safe hand to express it.
Exactly.
You know, that is why philanthropists, what do? They don't know what else to do. They begin to give money to people, you see all these churches, they're just there. They know they are not doing anything. But when 2, 3 adverts comes, people who have money, but they don't see, they pump it to the church. They will use it to buy private jets, which is not wrong when it is on merit. But first thing first.
Exactly.
Develop the youths. They've changed the heart of people. Don't give people money. Change their hearts. When you change their heart, they will be able to get money.
Exactly.
Are you listening to me? So this is it. So when people now find out that we, like us now, you're giving me money or giving money to the truth market or to the movement of this, are you giving me? Do I need money? 20%. When I have 80%, what am I losing money for?
It's a higher level.
So anyone who is doing anything, why people are going to bank? Why? They are scared and they are sincere.
Exactly.
That's why people bank there.
They trust them. They know that they can trust their
irrespective of the fact that there is no spirit there. But that their sincerity and their skill, being trained in managing money, has already generated a spirit that could make people to trust them.
Wow, what an interesting topic.
Yes.
Honestly, we really appreciate this episode of business section of the Truth Market. It's quite interesting. And from all what we have discussed so far, the aspect of diversification in business is also another key thing, because a lot of people have become jack of all trades, master of none, because they don't understand this diversification. You see somebody selling akara, will also be selling pomo, will be selling this one. Like, for example, now, you know, in the name of diversification. But the way you explained it, following a train. If a mechanic, you want to diversify, okay, go into body spare parts. From there, begin to sell this one, engine oil. From there, so you discover that you are progressing on the same lane. But when you begin to diversify, the principle governing this one might not be the one governing this one. So these are the things. Personally, I have learned, and really, I don't know. But I know that you out there, I know you have learned something, and beginning from today, I don't think you are going to fail again in any business you intend to do. So thank you very much, sir, for
Thank you. Thank you. We glorify God for that. Just like what you say, you know, we speak in perfection.
Exactly.
You say that the principle governing this is not the same principle governing this. They are being governed with one principle. And that principle is truth.
Truth.
Are you there? But your experience in a particular field is not the same thing. Experience in that. So you generate your own spirit or the spirit of that business by having experience in that line. But all of them are governed by one principle. Value, sincerity, and truth. Is that okay?
Exactly.
Right. So this is how it is. Now I am to talk to the whole world, and also to talk to Nigerian. The problem of Nigeria is because the youths are not developed in this heart. Whether amnesty, there's what we call primary charity and secondary charity. Primary charity is giving somebody shelter, money, and physical things. I mean secondary charity. Primary charity is giving somebody truth. Primary charity, secondary charity is giving somebody a fish. Primary charity is teaching a person how to fish. You understand?
Primary charity, secondary charity.
Secondary charity.
So primary charity teaches you how to fish. Secondary charity gives you fish.
You get the point? So now, all these philanthropists, you buy a rice for somebody, you buy clothes for somebody. It is good, but it's a limitation. If you really want to exercise your philanthropy, first is to teach people what made you a philanthropist. What made you a rich person? That's number one. Number two is bring your billions. Let's begin to go to village to conduct seminars and preach laws of the truth. and shade to them and educate them on how to control themselves and how to manage finances. Yes. A common farmer can become a millionaire. Nature multiplies whatever you give it to the person. So if a person in the village has this principle, you can buy one cock or one goat and keep there.
Exactly.
That one goat will give you 100% return on investment in a year. Because if you give one goat now, and begin to feed it, that's nature for you. Yes. It multiplies anything you give to it. So it is lack of human development that brings poverty. Poverty of the mind is what makes people poor.
It causes physical poverty.
Yes. So immediately you bring a goat and keep. A goat must give birth for one goat a year.
Or probably even two.
Or probably even two.
Even more than.
Then what one goat to one goat is 100% return on investment. Exactly. Then next year, that 2 goats will give you how many goats? 4 goats.
4 goats.
Next other year, that goat will give you what? 8 goats. Next other year, 8 goats will give you what? 16 goats. 16 goats will give you this. Before you know, you become Abraham. You start rearing cattle.
Wow.
Or goats. And you will be able there to sustain. Are you talking of chicken? Are you talking of planting corn? Are you talking of this? This is the nature. If you put a piece of corn in the ground, it will give you 500 pieces.
Exactly.
By giving you one cob. The multiplication is the nature given to us in the book of Genesis. Go and multiply. So whatever you put in nature multiplies. A piece of corn gives you a comb. Inside a comb of corn, there are about 500 pieces of it. If you plant 500 pieces, it will give you a basket of corn. If you plant a basket of corn, it will give you a trailer load of corn.
Wow.
So, but people do not know how to regulate things. You give somebody a corn, you go and roast it. Tell you what, you say, I'm hungry. You see? Yes. So that virtue of patience and training, which is the value, is not there. Wow. You want to roast it. Tomorrow you start carrying gun to look in the bush or who to arrest.
You see the key word there, patience.
To steal.
Patience.
So now I'm telling the whole Nigeria now, the only thing you people have to do to save, I'm speaking from the embassy of the New Jerusalem.
Okay.
To do is to raise, don't give a youth money. Empower his spirit. Empower his understanding. Change his understanding and reason and the way he sees life. And everybody youth will become useful. I said it in financial class someday that any valueless currency of any country is as a result of valueless citizens. Any productive country where youths are productive and citizens are productive, their currency is always high. Why? Because they export what they produce and have nothing to do with import. So when you tell them exchange it with your own currency, they say no. Then if you want to buy something in their own country, they say, give us our currency. So you have to go to bureau de change to change. And when the demand of that currency becomes very high, because people want to buy a product, then the currency will trigger off.
The value begins to climb.
The value begins to increase, you know. But what is happening in the country? They change currency. You know, they're changing currency now.
Yes.
And let us devalue Nigerian currency. You can't devalue it. You can't value it. The only thing you need to do, break development down. Take power from pastors and share it to the congregation.
Wow.
Take power from the general overseer. Share to everybody. Everybody is a pastor. A mechanic is a pastor.
Exactly.
A tailor is a pastor. So long as he's solving a problem. You know, this is it. So a valueless citizen is as a result of valueless currency. A high-valued currency, like dollar, is as a result of high-valued citizens that are productive.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This is awesome.
So we are open for you people. There are materials. The laws of truth is here. This market, whatever. Exactly. You can sponsor for this thing to be aired in television, to be aired in radio, and all the things. We don't need your money. I'm not a beggar. The only thing we need is that you can help us to make sure that this thing reach people. You can go to the Department of Laws of Truth, preach more of it, so that you develop heart of people.
Yes.
And our currency will become valuable, and the economy will become valuable. And our youth will become busy and stop kidnapping. They will not kidnap me because I don't even have money.
You are loaded though, in Jesus' name.
Thank you. My money is 80%.
Yeah.
Invisible capital. So if you kidnap me.
When you give them 1 or 2 laws of truth, verbatim,
yes,
they will release it. Because it's worth millions.
Yes.
So we really thank God for today's episode. You are welcome to Business Class and another episode of the Truth Market. And we believe you had a wonderful time with us. I encourage you to stay connected. Don't miss out of any of these episodes because it has the capacity to change your life forever. Once you are connected, you are visiting our page, you like, you share, you comment, I tell you, your blessings shall be enormous. So we also want to say we are open for sponsorship, yes, in case you are blessed and you feel like others should hear this. So you can help us spread this, to the ends of the earth. We also want to encourage you that the laws of truth is here. We keep on telling you, laws of truth, everything you see us discuss, everything you see us talk about is loaded in here. So grab your copy and use it to bless your world, bless your generation. Give it to your husband that is a businessman, you feel is not doing well in business. Give it to him. He will read it and he'll be inspired. Give it to your brothers, your sisters. Give it to your apprentices. All of them, they need the laws of truth. Okay? And the world will become a better place. Thank you as we come your way again. Same time, next time. Have a wonderful day. I remain Divine Susie.